For more on this, we are joined by Reshef. He's an East Asia expert, and he's going to break down some of this matter a little bit more. It's good to have you with us, Tal. Can you walk us through this technological decoupling a little bit? What sort of allegations has the West leveled against Chinese tech firms in the past? And how does that relate to this?
Well, it's a mix of two things. One of them is allegations about misconduct of the Chinese in world trade. It's something that is running for already nearly 20 years regarding many aspects of world trade and disputes in the World Trade Organizations and so on. But I guess the main thing here is not really the misconduct and the violations of international regulation. It's more the American fear, because their economy and their might and their world dominance are based on innovation superiority, on technology superiority. And they are facing for the last decades the losing of this hegemony is in some part to the Chinese hands, in some parts to other nations' hands.
And that does bring up another question, because we're talking about China versus the U.S., but there's ultimately another actor in the game when we're talking about microchips and semiconductors, and that's Taiwan. I've read estimates that say as much as 90% of the world's high-quality microchips and semiconductors are manufactured in Taiwan. If we're talking about a sort of growing, you could almost call it the echoes of a trade war on semiconductors between China and the United States, where does that raise the Taiwan question, particularly with China's expansionist ideas on it?
Well, let's enlarge a little bit the boundaries. Yes, it involves Taiwan, absolutely. And this is a major issue between the calculations of possible invasion of Taiwan by China, because China will lose its main provision of semiconductors. There is also South Korea, which is a very major player, and Japan, and in some part also Europe. It is distributed amongst some countries, but it depends, because there are different kinds of chips for different purposes based on different technologies. The main issue is that Taiwan is a leader in the last generation chips, which are needed for the most advanced technology, especially needed by China if they want to be this world superpower in technology area.
Okay, it's a very interesting look at the trade between the two countries.